What's up, guys? Trev here, and today I am taking a look at the newest Hot Wheels Team Transport release. I believe this is the second release of the year. I haven't done any Hot Wheels premium videos in a while. They just haven't really interested me all too much. I'm trying to remember what the first mix was. It was the Capri, the Supra. I don't remember the last one. I actually don't. I've probably seen it in store. I just do not remember what it was. It's okay. I have the newest set. There's a new casting in here. We will get to that eventually. I'm going to start with this, though. This is the 2024 Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD and the Aero Lift. Here is the back. Look at the Ford holographic sticker there. There's that if you need it. I've seen these in store. I've actually seen them at Hobby Lobby, this set. Yeah, let's just open it. I don't really have much to say. I just, car culture this year, I feel like hasn't done much for me. The first three mixes, which I have, they're solid. I will say this, though, when I get Modern Classics, that is getting a video. That set is great. Side note, this comes to a case. So Team Transports are sets of 3, but they come in cases of 4, so you're going to have one car that gets doubled up. This is the one that gets doubled up. It is the Mustang, so I'm going to guess it becomes a peg warmer. Here is Aero Lift. RTR vehicles graphics on it. It's got the blacked out aero discs. Cab is silver. So the base here is metal. The cab is metal. Everything else is plastic. RTR graphics around it and all that. It's a hauler. It's all right. You get the tail lights there. This moves, tilts down, so you can take your Mustang, go wee, and display it like that. All right, enough of the hauler. Here's the car, and this is the second release of it, right? 2024 copyright date. Yeah, so this came out last year in Circuit Legends. It was kind of a black. It had like a lime green wheel in the front. Very interesting. It kind of got overshadowed by the 499p that was in that set. But here is the second release. They once again did graphics on the back, so it's got like the aero disc wheel. Not actually aero disc, that's the moon disc. That's like a kind of the moon eyes moon disc wheel, and they did deco over it, which is cool. Gray 5-spoke in the front. The car itself is silver. Very busy graphics. You have the flag there. Is that Italian flag? I think that's the Italian flag, if I know my countries. Which I don't know them the best, but I think that's Italy. All sorts of graphics. You actually have printing there in the windshield. Because these are Hot Wheels premiums, the graphics quality is not the most crisp. They do use this kind of printing process that can look a bit blurry, affectionately called the dot, well, maybe called the dot matrix graphics, because if you look here, they look very pixelated and grainy like an old TV screen. It is unfortunate they do this. I believe it's so they can do tampos, busy tampos, make them consistent, get really hard to reach places that water slide tampos can't get to. It's probably why they do it. Here's the back. I wish a better system would come along that could get consistent but clear graphics and also get some of the hard to reach places as well. Casting's really good. I do like it. You do get a roll cage in there as well, there in gray. It's a good casting. This Drift Mustang, I do like it. A lot of sponsors and graphics and the sorts on this. There's the top. NTK and NGK, Pennzoil, RTR there on the window. It's kind of like a frosted window, actually. It's very interesting. Also says Mustang and RTR. Actually, that might be because I was getting stuff. I left this inside. It actually almost does look frosted. But I don't know if that's, I don't know. I had these in the sun for like 5 minutes while I was doing another video, and actually I did a video on this about a month late to the party. It's okay. And I had to do some other stuff. There's the RTR logo in the back, though. Solid casting, looks good. I like this casting. I think it's cool. You know, just, oh yeah, tread on the back too. This gets tread on the back, slicks on the front. It's pretty good. I actually do like it. It's probably going to be the peg warmer because it is doubled up to a case, but it's a nice casting. It's a nice version. I like this drift Mustang. It's really cool looking. It's very wild. All right, next one here. 66 Chevrolet Corvair Yenko Stinger and the 72 Chevy Ramp truck. This one I quite like. In pictures, I don't think I cared for it too much, but getting it in hand, I actually think it's quite nice. All right, let me move some of this trash out of the way. All right, start with the hauler. This is the third version of this ramp truck. It came out 2023, I believe. It was red with kind of a tan stripe here on the side. Came with an Impala. It was released 2024 or 25. I want to say 2024. It was in blue though with a white stripe on the side. It came with, I think, a Chevelle. This is the third version. It is white with a red stripe, and you got Yenko on the side there. There's the front. Chrome grille. Chrome rims is a nice touch. Get the chrome mag wheels there. Look great. SYC, I think that stands for Yenko Sports Car Club. I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it stands for. There's the back. SYC 66. Looks pretty good. Same license plate there on the front. Meant to mimic I think that's a California plate, like an old vintage California plate. The blue with the yellow lettering. Blue Chevrolet badge there. This looks good. I like the licensed haulers a lot. They don't do them. They do licensed haulers sparingly because it just gets kind of complicated in terms of licensing and putting certain cars with certain haulers, which is why they a lot of the times do generic haulers like this. They're realistic but generic. It just makes licensing a lot easier. So you don't put like a Ford on a Chevy hauler. But anyway, here's the car, the Yenko Stinger. This casting debuted in 2024. 2022. Getting my years mixed up. It was in the Jay Leno set in white with some striping, and then it was in Boulevard in 2024 with a kind of a racing deco, and this one gets a similar racing deco, except this one's in red. I think all of the Corvair, the Yenko Stingers, were in white. There may have been a red one or two, but I think most of them were white. So yeah, this Corvair it's basically a racing version of the Chevy Corvair made by Don Yenko. And I'm noticing there's a bit of a flaw there. There's like a weird pebble. I'm going to show it. A little pebble there. That's actually in the clear coat too, so that won't come off. Yeah, that's actually in the clear coat. So I would probably chip the paint if I try to mess with that. Also some little bubbles in the paint as well, so it's not perfect. It's a little hard to notice, but that one's a bit noticeable. You get the white chassis on it. You get the brake here in the bumper. You get the chrome. Oh, look at that imperfection in the casting. Almost looks like it's cracking there. There's the back with the bumper again. You have the stripe here going down the middle, the number 6 there and there on the back, on the side. Have some sponsors there on the front, Yenko on the back. Got these kind of wheels on it. I don't know what you would call them. Kind of a Trans Am style wheel maybe, in white. Like the white wheels, looks good. This is a good version. I like it. Some nice vintage racing vibes. The hauler's really nice. I think that's really cool that this got paired with the Chevrolet hauler. And in terms of execution, I think it's quite good. I like the red, like the white base. Nice vintage racing vibes, like the X's in the headlights there. Looks good. I think that one's actually pretty good. This one's great. Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR and the Mercedes-Benz Ren Transporter. So, this one is my personal favorite of the set. We're going to take a look at it real quick. Starting with the hauler. So, funny enough, on the base, it's the Blaus Wonder, which, well, this was a classic, like, vintage Mercedes-Benz hauler. It came out in 2022 in the very behated Jay Leno Car Culture box set, mainly because that thing peg warmed like crazy. And then they re-released that blue version in 2024 with, I think, a 300 SL. So, it's not blue. The actual one, I believe, is blue. This one is silver, so it's cool they recolored it. You kind of have some wheels in the back. Those actually are printed on too, which look cool, or some tires. It's got the gray kind of a steely wheel. Looks pretty good. It's such an interesting hauler. There's some text on the side. It's actually a tampo. That's a tampo. These are tampos. Yeah, these are tampos. This is not dot matrix. That's an actual water slide tampo, so the graphics look very crisp. Yeah, all the way around. Taillights are tampoed. Side is tampoed. The front is actually tampoed. Look how crisp that is. Okay, that's really cool that this thing actually gets tampos. It's not the printing process like we saw with the other ones. It's proper tampos. That's cool. This casting is cool. It's a really cool hauler. Retro Mercedes hauler. And let's take a look at the car itself. New casting, 300 SLR, raced in 1955. Had a bit of an unfortunate history. It does have a bit of an unfortunate history. It was involved in a really big crash at the 1955 24 Hours of Le Mans. It was a very, very serious crash. Killed quite a bit of people. I think it's somewhere around at least like 82 or something. It was a whole like chain reaction that happened, a whole sequence of events. It wasn't necessarily this car's fault. There was a bunch of stuff that happened before that point, but the car itself is really sweet. You have the grille there. Actually looks really nice. 722 there. You have the headlights. Kind of this lace wheel. The exhaust is actually it's a separate piece completely. So you get the trim and the exhaust sticking out. You have the British flag there. There's your rear license plate, the number again. Base is silver to match the car. There's the number 722. And here's something cool. They detailed the seats. It's actually got that kind of plaid seating there, which is really sweet. And you have the interior there, which looks cool. You have the window. I love that they did the seats. They did detail on that. It's really cool. Just another vintage racing car. Looks really good. I love this casting. The shape of it looks great. The details are good. The detailed interior is great. This thing looks sweet. And that's the second mix of Team Transport for the year. I think it's actually quite good. My least favorite might be the RTR Mustang. I still like it. Just, I think, compared to the other ones, does the least for me. The Corvair is really nice, especially paired with the C10 hauler. This is a nice deco for it, and this is just a home run. This is such a good release. Yeah, that's a pretty good set, I'd say. Solid set for Team Transport. I don't know what the third mix is, though. I think there are rumors that the FD2 Civic is in it, but I don't know. I haven't seen any photos. Maybe by the time this video comes out, it'll be revealed. I don't know. But yeah, pretty good set for Car Culture Team Transport this year. This Mercedes, once again, very nice set.